begin with the wildfires burning out of control in the Texas Panhandle. More than 250,000 acres burned. Dozens of structures have been damaged or destroyed.
That is not good news, my friends. Welcome back. It is February 28th, and for those of you that don't know, Texas has been dealing with one of the largest and devastating wildfires it has ever seen. Right away, take a look at the satellite images from space that are showing the massive size of this wildfire over the last couple days. Not only has this fire, as you heard, taken out many different structures and caused massive evacuations, but it's also affecting nuclear plants. Take a listen to this.
Raging wildfires prompting urgent evacuations in the Texas Panhandle. The fires even forcing a nuclear weapons facility to partially evacuate.
Now, Texas is a big state, but when you look at the size of this fire, we're talking between 160 and 200 miles across. So this is seemingly like an unpenetrable wall of fire that's working its way from north to south still as we talk right now. This article here is mentioning that this is the second worst fire in state history, working its way towards the worst. This is still a very active and ongoing situation, so we have conflicting articles. This one here saying that this is the second worst fire in state's history. I think whether it's the first or second doesn't really matter at this point. The fact that this fire came on the way it did, and the fact that it was so bad that over 60 counties, as we could see in this article here, were declared disaster areas by Governor Greg Abbott. Widespread wildfire activity throughout the state, the largest of the blazes, the Smokehouse Creek Fire, is the second largest fire in Texas history. The declaration will ensure that fire response resources are quickly deployed to the areas in the Texas Panhandle being impacted by devastating wildfires. There are tons and tons of videos out there of these fires actually engulfing houses and buildings and land, so I'm not going to show you a lot of that stuff here, but I will show you different resources to use. This site right here, which I will leave for you in the description box, shows you different fires in the US and Canada, and as you can see, in northern Texas, we have that very dense looking area, as opposed to these little spot fires we get throughout the country on a daily basis. And if we take a look at the US map, we can see the flow of air is coming underneath Texas and then up towards the northeast. We'll see that again as daybreak comes in this new set of information. There we go right there. So this is beginning today. We have the fire here. It's a little harder to see because it is now daytime. But as we move forward, we can see the flow of air moving up into this direction. So over the next 24 to 48 hours, states like Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, moving all the way to the southeast and then up into the northeast, these may be areas heavily affected by the smoke from these storms, the smoke from these fires. And those are the situations that happen because of these large fires. It's not just the state that has the fire that's affected, it's everything around it. 500,000 acres already. And with that, we are dealing with now power outages. And it will be a long time before that stuff is fixed, before people can even get into some of these areas to replace this stuff. With the continuing severe weather, the wind, all these factors are playing a part at the absolute wrong time for these rescue workers to get in there and get some work done. Here is that power outage website right here. I'll leave this in the description box as well, but we can see as time moves on, Texas is gaining more and more customers without power. We're up right now to just over 17,000. That number has jumped up a few thousand just in the amount of time it took me to make this video. So expect that to continue and expect to see a lot more coverage coming out of this fire. And unfortunately, the ones we're going to have in the future. All right, my friends, I'll have more updates on X and Instagram. Please go check those out. Links are in the description box. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Canada and Texas. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.